What's up, guys? Looks like Carmelo Anthony is on his way to Portland. He's still holding out probably delusional hope that he's going to end up in Houston, but nobody wants to take that Ryan Anderson contract. So there is a deal lined up for Melo to go to Portland Trailblazers, details of which are unknown at this moment. So if you get the details, let me know. We're going to speculate on what those details might be. It looks like he's set to accept the trade to Portland if he is unable to get a trade done to Houston, which is 99% unlikely. So Melo to Portland, a couple teams who seem to be very poorly run. What is Portland doing? What's their vision trading for the older, soon to be declining Carmelo Anthony? And what was their vision when they traded the 15th and 20 pick for the number 10 pick to draft a backup center behind Yusuf Nurkic? New York Knicks, what was their vision behind signing Tim Hardaway Jr. to a ridiculously huge contract, superstar level contract for a guy who they, cast off like he was nothing 2 years ago? Very confusing stuff. I don't know what's going to go on. One possibility here, guys, as part of this trade, maybe they trade bad contracts. Maybe they throw in Joakim Noah as well, and maybe the Knicks take back Evan Turner and his 3-year bad contract. So Noah and Turner are both terrible contracts, so maybe those get exchanged because Carmelo Anthony plays small forward, so does Evan Turner. So that's just one idea. It would get a lot more complicated in that case, but it's already fairly complicated because even without, a switch of Noah and Evan Turner, let's just see how this would look. You got to match salaries to some extent. So Carmelo Anthony making $26 million. And that's the other thing. Portland would only be getting 1 year guaranteed of Carmelo Anthony. You really think Carmelo's going to take his $28 million player option next year? He might, but chances are he's going to try to find a 2-3 year deal, get a little more security than that. So on the Portland Trailblazers, just straight up for Melo, what would this look like? Mo Harkless comes to mind, okay? Mo Harkless, I believe he's from New York. He definitely went to St. John's in Queens, New York, so he's a local boy. He has a homegrown audience in New York. I watched him a lot in college, and I believe he is a New York local, and he also plays the same position as Melo, so that would make a whole lot of sense. Who else makes sense, though? Maybe Aminu, but probably not. And then it's going to be probably either Zach Collins or Caleb Swanigan. I don't know if these salaries even match yet because we're only up to 10. Yeah, that might just about get it done. A couple other Pat Connaughton or something. I doubt it's going to be for Yusuf Nurkic. That would be a great trade for the Knicks if they were able to get him. They would then have a trio of European bigs in Porzingis, Nurkic, and Hernan Gomez. That would be a sweet get for the Knicks, but the salaries might not match to make the trade go through. So I don't know how much Portland is giving up, but I think just about anything is going to be, well, whatever. No big deal, I suppose, but Caleb Swanigan probably better than Golden Boy Zach Collins, who the Trailblazers gave up way too much to trade up 5 spots in a draft where the depth was in the middle, late first round and the second round as well. So the Trailblazers really could have addressed some major needs, major depth issues. They could have had John Collins, Caleb Swanigan like they did, and then they could have also had Shemi Ojale and addressed 3 positions in one draft rather than trading 15 to 20 picks to trade up to 10 to draft the so far disappointing Zach Collins at the 10th pick just to be a backup center to Yusuf Nurkic. So guys, what do you think the terms of the deal is? I don't know, but I would guess a draft pick, Mo Harkless, and maybe a Caleb Swanigan or something like that. So it'll definitely make the Trailblazers exciting. There's definitely an arms race in the West. Portland is joining that arms race. Whether that's a wise decision or not remains to be seen. The way a middling team like that should be joining an arm race is through the draft, drafting smart, scouting smart, and drafting high upside studs like John Collins, Shemi Ojale. Caleb Swanigan was a great get for them, though.